The story begins with a man named Nitin. He is getting ready in the morning to go to his job at the bank. At the bank, his senior manager is giving a speech to the staff. He is motivating them to work hard. At that time, Nitin is standing behind an intern named Shri. It is clear from Nitin's eyes that he likes Shri. After some time, another man comes to the bank. His wife had recently died. Because of this, he could not pay his sister's school fee on time. Nitin shows kindness and says that losing a life partner after 50 years is very painful. The man replies that time does not matter. Even if he had lost her on the first day, he would have felt the same pain. A little later, Nitin is making coffee for himself. Suddenly, Shri calls him from behind. Nitin gets shocked and the hot coffee spills on his hand. Shri quickly says sorry. But Nitin, while bearing the pain, says he is fine. When he is putting medicine on his burnt skin, Shri comes worried. She thinks that maybe because of her mistake she will lose her job. Nitin tells her not to worry and says there is no need to say sorry. To fix her mistake, Shri invites him for lunch. At first, Nitin says no. But after a while he agrees. During lunch, Shri tells him to try a tasty cake. Nitin refuses and says he cannot eat hard food. Shri asks with surprise, why? Nitin, feeling a little shy, tells her that he has a rare disease. He cannot feel pain. If something gets stuck in his teeth while eating hard food, he won't feel it and may bite his tongue or mouth. So he only eats soft or liquid food. Shri says this sounds like a superpower. But Nitin explains that this disease is very dangerous. People with this condition usually do not live more than 25 years. Because if they get a deep injury they don't feel it and may suddenly die. Nitin says the coffee was very hot, but he did not feel any pain. Still, Shri gives him the cake and says, "What is the use of living in fear? We only live once." For the first time, Nitin enjoys eating cake. Before going back to the office, Shri tells him to meet again at night. But Nitin is playing a computer game with his online friends. He says he is not very interesting and Shri will get bored of him. His online friends tell him to stop being afraid. They say, "You have been talking about this girl for days. Just meet her once." When Nitin is talking to Shri, an old school boy calls him Doba Kian. He comes close and makes fun of Nitin. He says, "You are still alive? I thought you were dead." Then he laughs and walks away. Nitin tells Shri that children in school used to make fun of him because of his disease. They knew he could not feel pain. This man was one of them. Suddenly my alarm rings. It means I should sleep now. Because if the device explodes I won't even know. Then when Nitin comes back from the washroom he sees his friend with someone. Nitin's face becomes sad after seeing this. Shri says that they both should forget the old things. "Come on, take a sip." But as soon as he drank it, he started acting crazy like a madman. Actually, this was Shari's plan. The bottle did not have alcohol but a strong spicy sauce mixture. Nothing happened to Nathan because he was used to it. But the man felt very sick. Then both of them reached Nathan's home. There, Shari saw a mark on Nathan's arm. But the mark was not only on the arm, it was on his whole body. The surprising thing was that Nathan had made all these tattoos by himself. That night they both became very close to each other. The next morning when Nathan woke up, he was very happy. He remembered Shari while eating his food slowly. When he reached the bank and came near Shari to talk, suddenly 3 men in security guard uniforms entered the bank. Everyone thought it was a joke. But one of them took out a gun and fired at the roof. Everyone laid down on the ground to save their lives. The gang leader picked up the manager and asked him to open the locker. The manager said that the alarm had been pressed and police would come in 3 minutes. So it was better for them to run away. Hearing this, the robber got very angry and beat the manager badly. During the fight, his fake beard came off. Because of this, the manager recognized his face. To hide his identity, the robber shot him. Then he picked up the assistant manager, who was Nathan, and took him to the locker. When Nathan saw the manager's dead body, he was shocked. The robber punched him many times in the stomach, but Nathan didn't feel anything. Friends, if you are watching this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Seeing this, Shari could not stay calm and stepped forward to save Nathan. The leader caught her and put a gun on her ear. When the robber saw Shari in danger, He hit Nathan on the head with the gun and made him unconscious. They filled the money into bags. But the police arrived earlier than expected. So the robbers took Shari with them as a hostage. They ordered the police to put their weapons down. They were so cruel that as soon as they got a chance, they started firing at the police. Nathan woke up. When he realized that Shari was in danger, he ran outside. He met a wounded policeman. Nathan tied his leg with the belt to stop the bleeding. Then he took his gun and chased the robbers in the same police car. The robbers saw that the police car was following them. So they started firing at Nathan. But Nathan didn't stop. Then they tried to confuse him by driving both their cars in different directions. Nathan guessed and started chasing one car. While chasing, he reached a quiet street. Soon he pointed his gun at the robber and asked where Shari was. He said, "I don't care about the money, just tell me about the girl and I'll leave." But the robber thought Nathan didn't know how to use a gun. He attacked Nathan. During the fight, the gun fell into a restaurant's kitchen. The robber ran to pick it up, but Nathan jumped on him. They had a big fight. The robber hit Nathan many times, but he stood up each time. Then Nathan picked up a hot pan and hit the gun. The gun fell into the oil. The robber beat Nathan badly, but Nathan didn't stop. Finally, Nathan took out the gun from the oil and shot the robber in the head. After killing a man, he felt very scared. But now it was not the time to feel sorry. He had to save Shari. He kept Ben's phone with him and also took a photo of the tattoo on his arm. Then he left with a bull cart. He sent the picture of the tattoo to his online gamer friend Roscoe and asked him to quickly find out who made it. Roscoe reminded him that they only play games together and have never met in real life. But after Nathan requested again and again, he agreed. The police thought that Nathan was also part of the robbery because he ran away with the robbers. On the other side, Nathan reached a hardware shop in Uthulputh. When Al saw his bad condition, he talked about calling an ambulance. But Nathan said he had no time. He removed the bullet by himself and also closed the wound. Al was shocked to see this and wondered who this man really was. Then Nathan gave him a bunch of stolen money to help him pay his debt. As soon as he went outside, he received Roscoe's message with the tattoo shop's address. He left for that place at once. Meanwhile, the police found Ben's dead body, and a kitchen chef told them about Nathan. Now the police thought Nathan was a dangerous criminal. Victor tried again to call Nathan, and this time Nathan picked up the call. The police were surprised and asked why a real criminal would keep the phone on. Nathan tried to explain that he didn't care about money. He just wanted to save Shari because she gave meaning to his boring life. During the call, the police found out where he was. On the other side, the two robbers at their hideout were wondering why Ben had not returned yet. Andre, who was Ben's brother, was worried that something bad may have happened to him. But Simon was sure that Ben would come back. Shari, who was with the robbers, got angry and told them to stop talking nonsense. She was upset because Simon had promised that no one would get hurt. But the head manager was killed during the bank robbery. Simon shouted at Shari and said nothing bad would have happened if she had taken the code from assistant manager Nathan on time. This showed that Shari got close to Nathan only to get the robbery code. On the other side, Nathan reached the tattoo shop. There, a very big man was making tattoos. Nathan asked him to make the same tattoo as Ben on his chest. During the talk, the tattoo artist got suspicious and thought Nathan was lying. He picked up a knife, but Nathan had already pointed a gun at him. Then a big fight started between them. The tattoo man didn't seem hurt by Nathan's attacks. Finally, Nathan held pieces of glass in his fist and attacked the man's eyes. Then he threatened to kill him and asked for Ben's full name. After that, Nathan found out Ben's home address, and to avoid forgetting it, he got it tattooed on his palm. On the other side, Andre said he wanted to check his brother's home to make sure everything was fine. But Nathan had already entered the house. He started searching right away to find some clue about Shari. The house was full of dangerous traps that could kill a normal person. But Nathan was not a normal man. An arrow went through his leg, but he did not give up. Now he was stepping very carefully. Soon, Nathan found out about a car repair shop where that man might have worked. He quickly got ready to go there. But suddenly, his foot got caught in a trap and he was hanging upside down from the roof. He quickly called Roscoe and asked for help. Roscoe said no at first, But when Nathan said that Roscoe was the only friend in his life, and maybe for Roscoe he was just an online game buddy, but for Nathan he was very important, then Roscoe agreed after hearing this emotional talk. Andre, the girl's brother, entered the house. He quickly understood that someone had come from outside. As soon as he saw Nathan hanging in the hall, Nathan started pretending to be scared. He said he was a thief and entered the house by mistake. Please forgive him. But Andre saw the address written on his hand and knew he was lying. Just then Simon called Andre. He said a man in a suit had killed his brother very badly. Andre started thinking that maybe Nathan killed his brother. Before killing Nathan, he wanted to hurt him. Nathan was acting like he was in pain, but Andre really wanted to make him suffer. Before Andre could finish Nathan, Roscoe arrived just in time and hit Andre from behind to make him fall. Roscoe had said earlier that he was tall and had long hair. But when Nathan saw him, he was shocked because Roscoe was short, fat and bald. They were about to leave the place, but Andre woke up again. A fight started again. Both Nathan and Roscoe were winning this time. In the end, Nathan pulled out the arrow from his leg and hit Andre's head. Andre died. Then Roscoe put medicine on Nathan's wounds and told him to surrender to the police. But Nathan said if he went to the police, they would send him to jail. If something bad happened to Shari during that time, he would never forgive himself. The police had already reached the place. Suddenly they saw someone running on a scooter. They quickly stopped him. But it was not Nathan. It was Roscoe, who was wearing Nathan's clothes. As soon as the police caught him, he started shouting that they should not shoot and that he was ready to give his statement. On the other side, Nathan reached the place secretly where Simon and Shari were present. They were getting ready to escape. But Shari refused. She said stealing was fine, but now Simon had gone mad. He was happy after killing people. She could not stay with him. Nathan told Simon to leave Shari. Simon recognized him as the bank assistant manager. He said this man was following them from the beginning. Shari said that everything was a plan in the start, but the moments they spent together were real. When she was cheated, her heart broke. Nathan got the chance to take Simon's gun. He hit Simon badly and made him faint. Then he dragged Shari under the car. Now Simon was about to hit Nathan with the car. But Shari came in between. She told Nathan to go away. Take the money too. I don't want anything. Just leave Nitin alive. But Simon didn't agree. He pointed his gun at Shari's head. Before he could do anything, the police shot him from behind. The police arrested Shari with handcuffs. Nitin's life was saved. He was placed on a stretcher and taken to the hospital by ambulance. But suddenly Simon started shooting at the police again. He began killing anyone who came in front of him. He even killed the driver to hijack the ambulance. Inside, Shari went to get the police car keys to save Nitin. There, Detective Vinci pointed a gun at her and said she would also be finished. Krasko was also hiding in the same vehicle. Shari said she knew where her brother might go. While driving the ambulance, Simon started feeling pain in his stomach. Nitin, who was tied to the stretcher, heard the noise and understood something was wrong. His hand was tied to the stretcher with a handcuff. When the ambulance turned on a corner, he fell and Simon noticed he was inside. Simon decided to finish him today. He tried to reach for his gun. He broke his thumb bone using a wire to open the handcuff. Then he went back to the stretcher and started shooting. But by then Nitin had freed himself. The gun slipped from Simon's hand while he was driving. Nitin picked it up. But Simon was not scared. He believed Nitin was a good man and would not shoot. Shari told them their plan was related to a courthouse. So her brother must be heading there. Shari used the electric machine inside the ambulance on herself and placed her hand on Nitin. As soon as the shock hit, Simon lost control of the ambulance and it flipped. Simon got out and started hitting Nitin. At that moment Shari arrived. She gave her gun to Nitin and said, "Even if he is your brother, do not let him go." Shari told Krasko to take Nitin to the hospital quickly. On the other side, Simon began hitting Shari badly. She couldn't even stand up. Nitin, in pain, couldn't watch Shari suffer. He slowly moved towards the medical bag inside the ambulance. He took out a sleeping injection and gave it to himself in the leg. Just as Simon was about to kill Shari, Nitin came from behind and ended Simon. But Nitin also got hurt. He slowly fainted in Shari's arms. In his final moments he expressed his love to Shari. Shari also said sorry for all her mistakes. When Nitin opened his eyes he was in the hospital. Krasko told him he had a heart problem, heavy bleeding, body burns, broken bones and more. The doctor said he would recover fully. He just needed rest. A while later the detectives also arrived. Shari was very happy that Nitin was alive. After talking to all the witnesses, Nitin got only 6 months of house arrest. That too he would spend on the hospital bed. Shari got 1 year of jail time. In the end we see Shari celebrating her birthday in jail. She will be free soon. Then they will live together forever. If you liked the story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video.